Oh, Sayo, welcome to the new day and all this crazy. Funny thing. A little tidbit of information here. Perhaps there's no relevancy. Perhaps there is. You do with it what you wish. So, long ago, humanity, humans, some humans, learned that this planet was on a cycle. And that this cycle included warming and cooling trends. And they decided that instead of being transparent and honest with you, that they were going to do their best to preserve their few. And they've basically taken the global money and they use it to fund their programs that are designed to get them off of this space rock. You see, you ever wonder why we spend so much money, billions of dollars, to fly into space, off of this planet, off of this space, this place? We don't know the fullness of our own planet. We don't know what is in the depths of our ocean. And we don't demonstrate an ability to care for this planet at all. We consume. And we've all been programmed to consume. You know, we get talked about global warming. And wow, this guy's cruising. Got a DNR officer who's going bonkers down the drive. Talk about global warming and how we've been convinced that we are the reason for the warming. It is our consumption. It is our using of the oil and the raw goods of the planet that is causing the planet to heat up, right? What if that was just a brilliant reverse psychology move to make you consume more? To make you believe that you were the reason, but yet in the fashion of this human nation, we resist and we rebel against what we were told to do when it was forced upon us. So when we were forced to not consume, we wanted to consume, so therefore we consumed more. How genius on their behalf, because they're the producers of what we consume. So somebody figured out a while back that human beings won't be on this planet for very long, according to the Earth's time frame. Our time frame will be here for plenty of time. Plenty of time to figure out what to do to carry through. But there's these people that want to control things, that are in fear. They're in fear of their lineage, their family blood, just like the royal family, not being carried on, of their lives being for nothing. Because if there's no seed from you, wow, will we forget about you? There's this ego and this pride, and we don't want to be forgotten. There's so many things that play into this, but these powers that be are taking the money from thee and flying up there because of their scare. And they won't tell you the truth. So you have to be back here like a sleuth and try to find all of the evidence that comes before this, that takes precedence. Hell, I don't even know if that made any sense, but whatever. You can call me crazy, you can call me whatever you want. My hair's crazy, I got a red face from the sunrise behind me. I'm talking to a camera. I got a dog in the back seat having a field day with a bone. I'm just living life and it's beautiful. And I'm not in fear of tomorrow. Even if we are in a warming cycle, I'm grateful to be here today, right here in this moment right now. And you should be too. But you should also be aware that you've been tricked. You've been fooled. Yes, we do have some influence on this planet. All things do. Our collective thoughts are the collective conscious. They are the mind of the planet. So, are you okay with being tricked? Are you going to let it continue? Ask yourself why your tax dollars keep going to a space program. How does that benefit you? What about what comes after you? It only benefits your children if you are told the truth of what is happening. And perhaps what I'm saying is all a lie, right? This really is just my perspective from what I've observed here. But I can't fathom why we're spending so much time up there and money trying to get up there when we can't even take care of what's down here. And we don't even know what all of what is down here. Say hello to Quinn. He had to come say hi. So, think a little deeper on that one, folks. Why do the human beings that are controlling all of the money in the governments, have they collaborated together in an effort to find answers outside of Earth when they don't even know the answers of Earth? Why do we try to go out there when we can't take care of what's here? The answer is quite simple. Your history shows you. I like the word our story because history is more masculine based and her story would be more feminine based, and it's really our story because there's both of us here, male and female. But if you look at the past, you will see that we were once one big continent called Pangea, right? They taught us most of us this in public school. And then some cataclysmic life-ending event happened. They say an asteroid hit your planet. Did it? Or did we just approach the sun and get into a warm cycle that took us out of that green zone of where the fire and the water create this balance of life, right? Because we're on a water ball, the Earth, and we have a fireball, the sun, which is just rising behind me. And it's beautiful, by the way. You should get up and see this. But those two things oppose each other in this physical duality that we live. That's how it works. It creates a balance by opposition. So as those two oppose, in between those two, there's this green zone that comes in. We happen to be living on the green zone because we are far enough away from the fire that we don't burn, and we have enough water here that supports us, and we're not too far away that we freeze from the water that's here. So, in essence, the duality we live in, things oppose and also work in tandem. You could call that quantum. Maybe that's quantum physics. Oh, wow. Who knows? They probably got some fancy word for that shit. I'm just some simple roofer that has observations. But let's stay on point today, shall we? You've been tricked. There should be no money being spent to go to space. What is the reason for it? Unless somebody knows something they won't tell you. Instead, the money should be spent to, let's recycle plastics, let's recycle polystyrene, let's figure out a way to not consume the oil that's in the planet, let's figure out a way to not dam the rivers, let's figure out a way to live in harmony with nature and harness those energies in a more natural way that doesn't harm the planet, right? But if we know the planet has an expiration date, why would we want to do that? Go ask the people in charge that question. When I say in charge, it's ones we have led to believe that are in charge of us. Nobody is in charge of you. Nobody. You have your breath that you've been given by creation. That who is accountable for you. You are accountable for you. That who is in charge of you. That is what is in control of you. These governments, they didn't create you. Your mother and your father created you. Life itself created you. So quit letting other people be in charge. You are in charge of you. And if you think that it's okay that the money that you work hard for is being given to a government taken by a government so that they can try to preserve their families and fly off into space under some illusion that they're curious, while they don't even attempt to take the same monies and preserve the planet of which they're trying to escape. Well, you don't need be a genius to figure that shit out, folks. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to be all that smart. You just need to think for yourself. Stop listening to what the system is telling you, the program, the machine, whatever the hell you want to call it, the state, and start thinking for yourself. And start by asking why they're spending billions of your dollars to leave this planet and go up there when they don't even know what's all down here. Because they know something. They figured it out long ago. The Mayans did too, remember? So, your Gregorian calendar isn't accurate. That's part of the deception. See, the Mayans went off of a 13-month moon calendar. You had 28 days, 13 months, and 28 days, which is 364 days. And I believe they actually did an 18-month cycle, but I'm not sure because I haven't studied it, and I'll be honest, I haven't studied it, so this is just some of the things I've come across. I'm not going to claim to be an expert. I'm just a very astute observer, sharing what I've observed with you. Keep your eyes open. Before they close for permanence. I don't know. I don't know why I said that. I really care about what happens to our planet. I care about you. I care about my own children too. Just as you do, I'm sure. So, perhaps you should start asking the right questions and realize that we've been given all the wrong answers. Blah, 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 right? Perhaps you'll never look at this again. It really doesn't matter. Have an amazing day. Actually, it does matter. It all matters. Everything matters that you do. You create ripples in everything that you do. So this will be a ripple created. We'll see where it goes. Perhaps this will be what changes the world in a new direction, all by a little self, this tiny little video. Who knows? Who knows? Just know this, that you are loved. You are loved by the very life that created you. You're here. I love you because I know that you're living. All life is sacred, and that should be loved. Perhaps it was simply the emotion of love that created everything that you see. Perhaps we only have one emotion, and that is love, and all the rest are a subcategory. Who knows? It's all mystery. Your mystery. Have a beautiful day.